let's talk about these LA fires. These LA fires it's wild out here in these streets with LA, right? Devastated the LA area, you know what I'm saying? It's been going on. I don't even know how long it's been going on right now, but man, it's crazy out there, you know. And I got people out there. I've checked in with them. They're good. Some of them in said areas and some not. But Southern California, man, they hurting right now. They hurting. You know, severe wildfires, a trend attributed to factors such as prolonged drought conditions, high temperatures, and strong Santa Ana winds. And with these elements combined, it makes a tinderbox just ready for ignition. Any kind of spark, any kind of ember floating in the wind could just make things go whoosh, and start a fire. You know, the recent fires have been a devastating impact on local communities in LA, and alone over 10,000 structures have been destroyed. And it's been, I think it's up to double digits in lives lost as of right now. A lot of families, are coming back and finding their homes just totally reduced to ashes, man. And now they got to think about rebuilding their lives. You know what I'm saying? How can they get their life back? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a hard. I'm gonna let the news people talk a little bit. I think they probably know a little bit more. You know what I'm saying? Let them talk about it. Let's see what they got to say here.
Wind speeds are picking back up across Southern California following a weekend of calmer conditions that did allow crews to fight the wildfires that are still just raging in that area. The Palisades fire and the Eaton fire, the two largest wildfires in the area, are only 13% and 33% contained, respectively. In all, at least 24 people have died. More than 24 people are still missing, and more than 40,000 acres have burned.
40,000 acres. And so at least 24 people have died. Man, my condolences to those people and their families, man. Thoughts and prayers. 24 match. I can't even imagine that. I remember this reminds me of Katrina, and I was in the military during this time, and remember the ship going down and helping, trying to figure out what to do down there, man. I'm pretty sure this is something similar. I don't want to compare the two, but to me, this just seems similar, man. It just seems similar.
This morning, Los Angeles Mayor Karen Bass praised the people of her city for helping those in need.
Angelenos, as we continue to experience the shock, the grief, and the anger, we have to stand together, and it is in that spirit that we have seen hundreds, if not thousands, of Angelenos traveling all around the region to deliver supplies, clothes, whatever they think might help the victims of these fires.
CBS News correspondent Adam Yamaguchi reports from the Pacific Palisades neighborhood about 20 miles west of downtown Los Angeles.
Lindsay, I'm standing at the entrance to what used to be a home here in the Pacific Palisades. I'm seeing nothing but destruction all around me in this neighborhood, with the exception of a few structures that are still standing in place. Everything else seems to be wiped out. In fact, 75% of this area is said to have been completely decimated, and it's only when I look off into the horizon that I can see intact structures in rows. That just marks how much devastation there is. Firefighters are continuing at this point to work on building further containment lines. The containment levels stand at around 14% as of this morning. And they had a window of opportunity this weekend when the winds died down significantly with a short amount of time to try to, again, build those containment lines. Those are the buffer zones that surround a fire to prevent them from hopping over and spreading using all the fuel that's in the way. And they do that by clearing out brush, clearing out debris of structures that were partially burned, again, in the hopes of preventing what we saw last week from continuing. Now, again, there has been a lull for the last few days, last couple days, I should say, but those winds are expected to come back and come back strong. The National Weather Service has issued another red flag warning of the highest designation. That is a particularly dangerous situation that is expected to start at around 4 a.m. local time overnight and continue into the afternoon tomorrow. So by no means are we out of the woods, and officials across the city are urging people to continue to stay away from these evac zones so that the firefighters and officials can do what they need to do to prevent further damage.
That's wild. And it looks like a damn war zone out there, man. It just, oh man, I hate it for those people, man. I really do hate it for those people. Oh, that's like I said, I couldn't even fathom that, man. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. Now, in response to this crisis, various organizations and government agencies have mobilized to provide assistance. Salvation Army, for example, they're actively supporting wildfire survivors by offering shelter, food, emotional support through the Emergency Disaster Fund. So, if you can help, I'm pretty sure you can go to Salvation Army's website. You know what I'm saying? And figure out how to donate there. I think also Goodwill is doing some things. Red Cross, you know, it's various organizations out there. If you can, I'm pretty sure you can just Google one and, you know, help. There's some GoFundMe's up. You could possibly help that way. You know what I'm saying? It's just bad, man. I don't even know what to say. Don't even know what to say when it comes to that. Really don't. Now, the environmental toll on these wildfires is you know, it's equally concerning. Local wildlife, the ecosystems, major damage out that way. The habitats being destroyed, species displaced or even lost. You know what I'm saying? Recovery efforts are underway, trying to focus on habitat recovery and provide care for injured animals. That's another thing too. We you know what I'm saying, us as human beings, we think about ourselves, but also, you know, the wildlife out there, or pets and other things of that nature. You know what I'm saying? California has a massive wildlife population, whether it's bears, whether it's mountain lions, and you know what I'm saying, just other wildlife out there, coyotes or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Displaced. So that creates more tension, because when those animals leave the habitat that they're naturally in, now they start inhabiting areas where human beings are, which can also cause a problem. You see, so these wildfires aren't just costing, you know, human beings to lose their homes. That once the humans start gathering in a certain place, the animals have to find a place to gather too. You know, and that separation is gone. You know what I'm saying? So it's that too. You know what I'm saying? It's that too. Now, looking ahead, it's crucial for individuals and communities to adopt proactive measures to mitigate the effects of future wildfires. That includes creating defensible space around properties, adhering to local fire regulations, and staying informed about evacuating procedures. So make sure, you know, you have no brush around. Make sure if you have a fire going that is properly put out. You know what I'm saying? Be proactive to mitigate fires from happening again. That's the best thing that you can really do, you know, when it comes to these certain situations. So it's like I said, I'm not no expert when it comes to these fires. I also hear, you know what I'm saying, that they've arrested some people who are also putting or starting fires themselves, which is great. I don't even know what to say about that. You got this wildfire that occurred naturally, you know what I'm saying, or with minimal human interaction, and then you got the dumb humans out here who are starting fires themselves. I don't get that. I don't understand that. That's crazy. And then I'm also hearing things about the insurance companies. The insurance companies not doing their jobs when it comes to insuring these properties. Yeah, they go lose. Yeah, but if these people been paying on their policies, you got to stick to the policy. I don't care if everybody is insured by this one company and it took out the whole neighborhood. That's the risk you as a insurance company takes, and you need to pay these people out. You can't abandon them. You can't do that. That's crazy to me, man. You can't do that. You can't do that. Can't do that. Cannot do that, man. You know, man. Now these wildfires, they show an urgent need for comprehension strategies when addressing prevention and response. And this just ain't got nothing to do with what, not just wildfires, but a lot of these natural disasters that can be prevented or can be mitigated. It's gonna make a lot. I'm telling you, California government gonna look at, or they better look at how to, what I'm saying, because every year is fires, right? Every year is fires. They got fire resistant homes and things of that nature, but they're gonna have to start. It's something they got to do. They got to look at how these fires start, how they, what I'm saying? Do they dig a ditch? I don't know what to, what I'm saying? It's something that they got to do. It's something that they got to do to mitigate these things for this wild, especially with these winds going crazy and just carrying stuff the way that it did, it's. So, like I said, my thoughts and prayers is to everybody out there in Southern California, the Palisades, LA, wherever the fires have been. If you lost your house, your home, relatives, family members, my thoughts and my prayers is with you, and hope it can be rebuilt. Just remember that if you haven't lost your life, things can be replaced and rebuilt, what I'm saying? And hopefully everybody is coming together to help one another. It's really what it's about. Come together and help one another. So yeah, y'all let me know. Talk about it in the comments. So yeah, that's enough.